As beautiful chevra, a lot of us know. When we're speaking about the idea of well-being, and more specifically the experiencing of upgrading our well-being, there's a lot that can get in the way. How many of us have tried to change our eating habits? How many of us have attempted to change our movement habits, exercise habits? How many of us have tried to sleep more? How many of us have tried to hydrate more? How many of us have tried to do pretty much anything? And then after a certain amount of times, we find ourselves remembering, oh, I haven't done this particular something that I wanted to do for 2 or 3 weeks. So it's important to understand that really, in essence, we need to go higher, and it's not for our conversation now, but just to mention at least. We need to speak in the language of identity. What's my identity? Am I a healthy person in my identity? When we change our identity, then it's easier to live out the life that we want to be living out. How important is living well to you? But as well, is it your identity? You know, we could say, I keep on sabotaging myself. Or you can say, excellent, what's my next opportunity to exercise? We want to look for the positive and find ways to express that positive. So I try not to say, I messed up again. I try to use a language which is to do with my identity. I am a healthy person, and it's natural for a healthy person to do healthy things. Where's my next opportunity to eat well or to drink well? Where's my next opportunity to exercise? Even if it means doing 10 press-ups now, doing 10 squats right now. This is, I believe, a very important nakuda. It's a shift in our thinking. I'd like to share as well, I think that a lot of us know it's much easier when you are working with someone, when you have a chaver, chavrusa, sichas chaverim, accountability partner, cheshbon, hanefesh partner, and you've got somebody that you could work with day in or day out, every couple of days. And you know, chevra, it's not so difficult. You have friends and you think you're the only person that wants to upgrade your way of living. No, other people as well want to upgrade their way of living. So think about having a sichas chaverim, somebody who you speak to once every few days, or even every day, or even you can do your living well habits with them. So you and I both know a number of people who meet every day for 10 minutes to do exercise. Or, for example, right now there's a chevra who they are speaking on the phone each morning to have their warm water with lemon as they start their day, and then some mobilization. Or there's another chevra who they twice a week meet and they go through the Arba Yesodot just to see where they're up to. So there's many ways to develop change. If it's with accountability and having a chaver every day, experiencing that particular midah with that chaver, or just speaking on the phone as an accountability, they're working on what they're working on, you're working on what you're working on. As well, things that seem to be helpful is journaling, to have a journal of wellness, living well journal. And you can ask yourself, how am I going to make my life that little bit more healthier today? And you look back in the evening, what have I done today to make my life healthier? Because I'm a healthy person, and a healthy person lives a healthy life. Other nakudas which potentially can help, for example, a routine. Setting for yourself an alarm. Every day at this time, I will be doing a particular exercise. And again, it could be one day mobilization, another day it could be calf raises, next day squats, then stomach crunches and back exercises, jump rope, stretching. And you have an alarm that goes off to remind you. You can even journal your findings. You can have sichas chaverim with somebody or do the exercise with somebody each day. These points are very important. As well, something that you could do potentially to help you is celebration. Celebration. So, for example, if you say to yourself, for this week I'm doing X, and for this week I'm doing X, and remember, upgrading the quality of your life and living well, you design those rules. So it could be, for this week, I'm concentrating on cardio. For this week, on strength training. And just get into the groove of things. You can set for yourself a goal. And when you've accomplished your goal, celebrate. How are you going to celebrate? Now, it may sound a little bit odd. Celebrate. But yes. Why? Because remember this fundamental. Success breeds and births success. Failure doesn't breed success. We have to work off that which is positive, that which is empowering. Success breeds success. Failure doesn't breed success. And we have to hold this in our mouth. We have to hold this in our mind, in our heart. We have to figure out in our language, what's the positive intention? What's the positive outcome? Because the mind, as we know, Rabbi Nachman tells us, and other tzaddikim, the mind can only hold one thought at a time. So if instead of saying, oh, I failed again, which for so many people, that's the voice that comes up, what you could do is, okay, Chazda Hashem, I have another opportunity. And if a person misses a day, get back on the bandwagon. So these are some ideas to help us to create longer lasting change. And together, Be'ezras Hashem, we'll always invest in micro movements every single day. Micro movements to upgrade our life every single day in every area. And as we've said many a time before, hey, Legarobshitz, a change anywhere is a change everywhere. May Chevra, you experience bracha, mazel, and hatzlacha, kol tov, kol hayeshuas.